Okay, it is September 12th. My chart time is GMT +3, and I thought I'd just run through today's signals during the Asian session. The first signal that we received this morning was at 1:55. I'll just mark it for you. Make sure I get some color. Was this one here. Everything looked right, but we don't like the pattern, and so we didn't take this one. The next pattern, or the next signal that we received was, just get my mind on this, turn this over. The next signal here was at 223. 223, there it is there. The pattern looks good. All our indicators are in the sell position. As you know, the first thing we do once we've entered the trade, we've entered here somewhere, we draw our impulse wave from our swing high. We have our 61 here. There's our stop. Our stop is through there. And here we have T1, and down here we have T2. This trade here, just to give you some idea of what the trade would have brought you, somewhere around 9.5 pips. If you're taking T1, this trade here would have been a +9. A great start for the day. Now the next signal, let me just clear this away. The next signal that we got from ZoneTrader was here at 6:31. Here it is here, 6:31. There it is there. We can see here that it is a buy. All our indicators are in the buy position. This here looks very, very good. So again, the first thing we do once we've entered the trade, we set up our Fibbo impulse wave from our swing low. Oops, swing low. There we go, swing low. There's our 85. There's our stop through there. 61 is sitting right there. And then here we have T1 and T2. In this case here, let's have a little look. We entered about here somewhere, up to T1's 3 pips, and if you had have hung out up to T2 around 6 or 6.5 pips. But in this case here, we're looking at say +3. We already had +9. So that's 12 pips, and that for us using our money management method, that would be the end of the day, because we work 3% risk on an 8 pip stop, which means, and of course that determines our lot size. So therefore 12 pips is 5%, which is our daily target. As I said yesterday, that's where we should stop. Now the thing is, you might say, well, it's only early in the day, let's continue. But what happens if your next trade is a loss? What are you going to do then? When do you stop then? You see, once you've reached your daily goal, it's time to take the day off. Remember, we're about lifestyle. We don't want to be glued to our 12 monitors, 6 monitors, 24 hours a day. We want to trade as a living, trade as a job, and nothing more. I think sometimes people get carried away with trading, and it becomes some kind of mystical thing. Trading is just a job. We use it to make a living. It's not a game. it's really not something you should love. You should just treat it as a job. You know, you just trade, get your income, and then you go and enjoy the rest of your day. Now, if we had have not stopped here, because let's look at some other signals that we did receive. We go through, and the next signal, so there were not many signals today. The next signal here was at was here at 8:48. There it is there. Everything looked good. That looks nice. Here it is here. There's our swing high. There's our 61. Our stop is running through here. Now, I'll show you in a moment that this is T1. This is T2. And the first thing I want to show you is that this trade, it's not many pips. So even from here to our stop line was only 2.5 pips. Now, what I do want to show you here that I feel is most important, and let me just rub it out so we can see it. I talk about, yeah, we should look at our stop closely. So that's where the blue bar, the close was above our stop of 85, but the next bar is red and it's heading back in our direction. Again, here it has come up, but the next bar is down. After this, we were never ever threatened. So if you had stayed in the trade, if you had remained brave, you know, T1 was about 4 pips, T2 about 7.5 pips. So yeah, let's just say there's a +4 there. And then the next trade, or the next signal, was a real beauty, because this range in here was about 1 or 2 pips. So things were getting very, very tight, so something had to give. So looking at this, the next signal was here at 9:04. You can see it there, 9:04. This signal here, it looks okay. It's coming down. All our indicators are all in the sell position. If we go, I just move this across a little bit. If we go, oops, just grab this. So it's from there. It's roughly in the right place there. So there's this kind of terms our swing high there. There's T1, sorry, T2, T1. There's our stop. There's our 61 running through there. In this case here, we're looking at somewhere, so 4.5 to around 8 pips. So this here was, you know, a 4 to 8 pip trade. So all in all today, a very successful day, just trading the UJ, no other pairs, and we comfortably make our 5%. So that was it for Thursday, the 12th of September.